come on, come on, come on. I'm live by the street code. Gotta get the money and the power, land it like a free throw. Now I'm going beast mode. Gotta live for the moment, I'ma tell you how the beat goes. Gon' shoot back. I'm really sick of you hoes. This how the story gon' go. Me and my niggas go hard. I run the streets like a god. Strap on my boots while I'm smoking that gas. I'm in a fast car going fast. On a level that you can't pass. And if it was a battle, you gon' finish last. On the phone as a queen, still handle her business. I am the grittiest. Don't get it twisted. Come down just to empty my clip. Come on, get what I want. If you got it, I get it. You bitches can't start what I finish. Never gon' lose, we stay winning. Hope on this is up in the building. Come on, come on.
let me take you higher and show you how you should feel, baby. Softly now and forever hold your body. Whatever it is you want from me, baby. See, you don't have to say nothing. Know your body wants something. It is easy for me to see that your body is calling for me. I can hear it calling me. You know the words. I can hear it calling me. Yeah. I can hear it calling me. I went to R. Kelly concert. He's here, this right here. Hey. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I'm listening. Somebody's calling. I thought I heard somebody over here calling me. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah. I'm listening. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I'm listening. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I heard somebody over here calling me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hold on. What's up? Hold on. What's up? Cool. Live from New York, baby. Oh my God. Not feeling too good, but you know, when work calls, you gotta go. So shout out to everybody that's here so far. Listen, y'all doing your thing live and direct from New York City. I'm here. I told you I was coming. Let's go like this. If you want to donate to the channel, which I pray that you want to, you go and hit the box at the bottom with a $sign in it. It's called the Super Chat. If you want to donate to me directly, it's called the Cash App at $ OfficialDanaJay is at the bottom. Also, don't forget the Patreon. Everything's at the bottom. Like I say, we here. If I ain't here, nobody's there. You know what I mean? So I've heard the calls and people say, well, Dana, and we want you to go up there because we want to hear your side of the story, yada, 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 yada. Listen. And before I get started in this, shout out to everybody that's here, man. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody that came across the land just to hear what I got to say tonight. And it's nothing really bad that I have to say. I just gotta draw some contrasts of, clues for people. Because some things been going on and it's been swept under the rug, and we can no longer sweep things under the rug. No. And we can't sweep things under the rug. We got to call facts out as it is, and we got to call things out as we see it. You know what I'm saying? We have to call it out. And if we don't call it out, then guess what? We are hypocrites. And I refuse to be a hypocrite. I got the batteries for the new GoPro 13 content creator edition going, ready to go. You know what I mean? But they charging up. They getting ready for tomorrow. I got the GoPro ready to go for tomorrow. Like I say, I'm going out here. I'm going to hit the streets. I want to know what the people thinking. If I can get inside tomorrow, I'm going to try to get inside. You know what I mean? So I can hear what's going on for myself, and I don't got to hear from nobody else. If I don't get inside tomorrow, then guess what? I got 3 days to try to get inside. You know what I mean? So check this out. Not only am I going to be there, I'm going to be fly. You know what I mean? You know, I can't have it no other way, but I'm going to be fly. You know what I mean? Shout out to my sponsor, which is Triple OG brand. That's what I'm wearing right now in the Triple OG brand. That's my sponsor. They sponsor me for everything. And I mean everything. Shout out to Street Lotto and the Triple OG brand. Hey, can y'all hear me out there? I want to make sure y'all can hear me out there. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there real good? I just want to know if y'all can hear me out there real good. Can y'all hear me out there? All right. So I'm up here for the trial, right? But I'm up here for the trial. Hey, Georgia White, how you doing? One of the most beautiful ladies I ever seen. But listen, I'm up here for the trial. I don't want to just sit back and wait for transcripts. I don't want to try to reenact transcripts. No, I put my money where my mouth is. I put my feet where the money need to take me and where my mouth need to go. That's what I do. So for the people that just want to sit back and say, oh, well, I just get the transcript, that's on y'all. I want to hear live and direct. For the people that saying, oh, well, Dana, you stalking a certain individual. No, I do this. If it wasn't for me, none of them would have been doing it. I've been covering trials forever. And I'm not going to let nobody drive me away from doing something that I love to do. Second thing is this right here. I'm not up here to pick a fight with nobody. I'm not up here to run down on nobody. I'm not up here to send nobody to jail. I'm up here for the trial and for the trial only. But if you play with me, it will get ugly quickly. That's all I'm going to say. Next thing, because I'm touching on some things now. Next thing, the trial. How do I think it's going so far? I don't know. I only could go off of what people were saying. And I don't like doing that, but I don't know. In my eyes, is Diddy winning? Is the state winning? The state made some points. And they covered their points. And they slow walking this RICO. It is what it is. So when y'all hear people say, oh, the state ain't present nothing, they ain't doing nothing, this, it kind of trips me out, man. It kind of trips me out. And I just be like, wow. Next thing, I'm going to talk about, and the Dream Team and myself, right? We are a well-established group of individuals. We do not give a ham sandwich about answering nobody's questions that don't make sense. We don't talk to ghosts. We don't talk to people who can't show themselves on the camera on a regular basis. And we don't talk to people who get drunk for no reason and try to start shit. So you will be talking to yourself. Because we don't got time for it. We got bigger and better fish to fry. And that's what we're going to do. Now, all that's out the way. This bed kind of soft too. I like a soft, firm bed. There you go. Listen, I am excited for this trial. I'm excited for the competition that's already here, that beat me here already. And the question is, you might have beat me here, but can you outdo me? And I ain't even trying to outdo nobody. I just want every content creator to present the facts, and let's do what we do, because if I hear something going crazy, I'm saying, that's not the way it went. That's not what happened. I got my notepad ready. I got my phone ready. I got my camera ready. I'm ready to go up against the likes of the Big Berthas. You know, because they got that optimum lens, and that lens they got is whew. But that Big Bertha lens that Dennis got is crazy. But I got a little small lens that do just as much as that big one do. So hey, I'm happy for what I was able to get. Thank you, Judah. Thank you, Judah, for the 5-piece. Judah said, are you going to talk to Jag while out there? I'm going to look for her. Judah, I'm going to look for her. And if I see her, you know me and Jag go on politics. Then I'm going to do an interview. And I'm going to go live. You know what I mean? I would love to talk to Jag. Haven't talked to Jag in years. I would love to talk to Jag. So, got a little stuff, you know, so don't worry about it. So, the trial, they call it the trial of the century. And what I don't understand is they call this the trial of the century, but they also call R. Kelly's trial the trial of the century. Once again, thank you, Judah, for the 5-piece. Yes, I need 9 more people. And whatever you hit me with, nothing's too great, nothing too small. Dana, appreciate it all. I thank you so much. So, it's weird because you have all this stuff that's coming out on Diddy. You have all these cameras that was taking stuff, and they actually showing what they have. They actually showing the stills, and they showing the videos. Excuse me. And they got people coming in and corroborating, right? Unlike the R. Kelly trial, I have yet to hear one person say, I don't want him to go to jail. For the R. Kelly trial, the government presented 500,000 witnesses. I'm exaggerating. It was only 50. And out of 50, 49 of the government's witnesses said he don't deserve to go to jail. So if he don't deserve to go to jail, and I'm talking about R. Kelly, and they really ain't have nothing on him other than the unsolicited co-conspirators and the liars that was around town. My question is, why did he go to jail? What was it? What was the reason why R. Kelly went to jail? Make this make sense. And you know, some people want to say, oh, well, because of this right here, and because of this, and because of that. Man, listen. I don't care what you say. That man didn't deserve to go to jail. And what's killing me is that this Diddy trial is putting out way more evidence than the R. Kelly trial did. And then you got some of the same people that said crucify R. Kelly. Oh, I'm going there today. That said crucify R. Kelly is now saying Diddy is the angel. It's now saying Cassie is a hoe. It's now saying Cassie is a bitch. But wait a minute. Wasn't you one of the same people that sat back and said, Joy was 19, and Rob was 40 something? Wasn't you one of the same person that said Azriel was 17 and Rob was 40 something? Wasn't you one of the same people that said that's nasty? Well, Diddy was 38 and Cassie was 19. Is that nasty? So what I'm saying is, where's the same smoke for Diddy that you had for R. Kelly? And I don't gotta say your name, you already know who I'm talking about. But I was listening to The Family Affair, right? That's me being smart. This is what I call them, because it's the new Family Affair. It's the new Family Affair. J-Rock said, Dana, did you see the clip of Gary Owen talk about the Diddy trial and still trying to run with false narratives on R. Kelly, saying that R. Kelly's case was more of a RICO than Diddy? There's no way you could tell me R. Kelly case was more of a RICO than a Diddy. Diddy had a whole entourage in different states. Make it make sense. But I'm gonna let y'all hear what I was talking about. Like I say, I was listening to The Family Affair, right? Because somebody sent me a little clip. And The Family Affair, they was going in. And I like to give credit where credit is due. This is Cookie's channel. I didn't even know Cookie had a channel. But Cookie opened up a channel. She got her crew over there as The Family Affair. I don't rock with everybody in her crew. So I don't like a lot of them over there. So I'm not fake, I'm not phony. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let them come over here. No. Hey, Mama T. So I'm gonna just play a little bit, 16 minutes of it, and let's listen to what happened. Listen to what they said. Let me see, can I play it?
Her and questioning her in a way to try to debunk the fact that he was trying to use those sex tapes to blackmail her. Well, through the mother's testimony, now we got confirmation. The mother rehabilitated Cassie's testimonies, just like most of the other witnesses getting on the stand. They have, through their testimony, rehabilitated what his lawyer tried to do in order to break down her character, but they never defended against the crimes that were alleged. They never went after Cassie about the series of events of the—
Thank you so much, Judah. Hey, D. Johnson.
When they asked her, whose money was it? Mr. Combs. His lawyers didn't come up and say, oh, that was your money.
That's facts. And the young lady talking is the lady caller from Baltimore. You know what I mean? And what she's saying makes sense. Cassie wouldn't have had the money to do certain things. So when people talk about, oh no, she orchestrated the freak offs, and you got to understand, she was abused, as they say, and as she said, she's been abused for 11 years. So what you've been abused and pushed into, you become to like it, and then you become part of it. So people gonna say, oh no, she wasn't a victim. Well, if she's not a victim, how can y'all sit back and say JoJo was a victim? And I'm talking about JoJo from Surviving R. Kelly. How can y'all say that she was a victim and she never slept with R. Kelly? But on the last one, and she sat up there and told that lie and said she did. How was Lizette a victim? How was Kitty a victim? How was Azriel a victim? How was Heather Hot Water? How was she a victim? So if y'all want to say Cassie was a willing participant, what the hell was any of them other ones? What was Rashona? Because for the people that ran around talking about there was 100 devices, there wasn't 100 devices. And the judge already pointed it out. Go back and look at one of my old lives. Tell you all about it. The problem was Rob didn't want his wife exploited out there like that. But y'all said that was a little girl. It just so happened to be Drea, Rob, and Rashona. And when people was like, that's me on the tape, that's me on the tape. The government couldn't even authenticate the tape. So if the government can't do it, how the hell can you do it from word of mouth? Just because you was on a tape don't mean you was on that tape. Things that make you go, And then as we learned, as Avenatti got the tape, anything could have happened. And you see what he tried to do tonight? And you see when he put the first deep fake out there, the mold kept disappearing off of R. Kelly back. That part right there, J-Rock. And they had 100 devices, but they couldn't even bring a beat to the court. Make it make sense. So let's finish this.
In Mr. Combs' body, they didn't dispute that. You want to know why they're not disputing? Because there is a financial record of Western Unions and all kinds of other wiring transactions that show the amount of money that was distributed to these escort quotes, these quote-unquote escorts, better known as prostitutes.
So the Western Union transfers would have his name on it?
No, it's coming from the company. It's coming from his companies. And that's the RICO.
He has assets or any kind of hand in that she can't give an approval for it?
Where would she get approval from? If it's coming from Diddy's company, who's giving the approval? And if Diddy gonna say he didn't give the approval, but his manager did, that's a RICO. You got more than one person that's controlling the aspect of a situation. See, unlike the R. Kelly trial, R. Kelly was a one-man RICO. How? I still don't know. Then you got people that just wanted to save their tail. Oh, I'm going to throw R. Kelly under the bus. Gank that. Why? Let's finish.
She could not. She couldn't even give an approval for them to pay the hotel. You want to know who was on the name to approve the hotel transactions? Christina Kwong, his manager.
Welcome, Brother Larry. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Larry.
First, let me say this before you start. You inspired me. Your first line coming back, I said, oh, I got to get him up because I'm with you. I don't care what nobody think about me. I'm a woman, yes, but I'm with you. Everything you said, I agree. I'm on the fence about it.
I'm not sure, Judah.
I do feel like he should be in jail, though. I do believe that tape was very damaging, and he needs to pay for that.
Hold on. Let's see what y'all say. Because I'm answering chats and everything. Judah said how he paid her $20 million. What? $20 million, but didn't pay his artist $112. Hold on. How he paid her $20 million, but didn't pay his artist $112 total. Gina Thompson, B5, Black Rob, Craig Mack, Mark Curry, Dream, Day 26, The Band, Danny Kane, Sherry Dennett. That's a good question, Judah. Dana, what's the name of the male singer who got picked the same day on TRL as Day 26? Well, I don't know.
But that's
Just a few months ago, Larry was calling Young Miami a sex worker.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I've been listening to you for...
Now, I'm going to say this. Me and Larry are not friends. We don't talk. We don't do none of that. But the same way he came hunting for me in the R. Kelly situation is the same way now I'm going hunting for him in this Diddy situation. The hunter has now became the hunted. Let's go.
30 minutes. Okay. I want to respond to what you said. I want to respond to what you said so far. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can.
Okay. From a emotional woman perspective, with a view of a worldly woman perspective, from a view of domestic violence and a view from that videotape, I can understand how you could come to what you have been saying. He's charged with male prostitution across state lines, charged with racketeering, charged with blowing up that car, extortion, a couple other things off the top of my head I can't name. He's not guilty. Hold on.
I just want to correct one thing.
No, 25
No, I just want to correct one thing because you're saying it wrong. All of the things that you mentioned are the predicate acts under the RICO.
Okay, and you know, you gotta know who you talking to.
I know, that's why I'm correcting you because I'm
talking about. Okay, all right. They haven't proven any of it. Okay. They haven't proven any of it. You want to know why? He's not guilty of any of it, and they don't have to prove any of it because Cassie herself said that she and him were the only people that knew about the freak-offs. Therefore, there is no enterprise assistants or managers that assisted in the racketeering charges.
Pause. We ain't gonna do that one. Because Robert Kelly and his girlfriends that he was dating at the time were the only ones that knew about their situations. But Larry, you said that he was guilty of a RICO. But now you turn around and saying, oh no, Diddy ain't guilty. Wait, didn't Diddy pay sex workers? Didn't Diddy have runners to go get the cocaine and the baby oil and the other stuff? That's RICO, buddy. Didn't Diddy, if he didn't blow up the car, wasn't he there when the car got blown up? Didn't he break in Kid Cudi's house? Didn't he open all the Kid Cudi gifts? Didn't he mess with the dog and traumatize the dog? That's RICO, buddy. That's breaking and entering. That's theft by taking. That's all under the RICO. You feel me? That's all under the RICO. So the problem that I have is you try to minimize what Diddy is doing. And you try to put out there that Diddy is this innocent person, but you villainized R. Kelly and you helped R. Kelly go to jail. Which brings me to this factor. Because we all know that you used the R. Kelly trial to get your sentence lightened. That was in your paperwork. My question is, and I'm going to go here. Haven't talked to Angelo in damn near 5 months. Man, Angelo ain't never really talked like that. But that's a story that y'all ran with because y'all thought it was cute. Well, let's go here. Who put you up to get in touch with Angelo? See, these are questions that nobody asks, ever asks. The only thing that people was asking was, you and Angelo tight, you this, you that, you that. No. I want to know, what government official put you in touch with Angelo? So you can get out here because you had to tell him, oh, I can go do this. But what government official put you out there to Angelo? You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's no factual, but as I sat back and looked at the baby girl, 26 or 21, 24, 22, as I looked at them text messages, right? You are in them chats, Larry. And one thing about YouTube is when you change your name, whatever chat you was in, that name changes with it. So if you wasn't dealing with anybody back then, how was the grown little boy chat, right? How was the name and baby girl 26, 24, whatever it is, how was it in that chat? And you was asking questions. Two different so-called victims. And then you was even going at victims. So it makes me believe that, yeah, you was working with the people. And that's fine. I mean, hey, that's who you are. And you was trying to get your sentence light. That's cool. But the smoke that you got for Diddy, or should I say the smoke that you had for R. Kelly, and you don't got for Diddy. I wonder why. Let's make this make sense. Diddy pissed in people's mouths. You or Okov ain't rapping or raving about that. Better yet, y'all don't even consider none of the people in Diddy cases victims. The only people y'all considered victims was the R. Kelly case, and all of them motherfuckers was lying. Right along with you. But let's finish.
Facts. Okay, so off the top of anything, kill the racketeering charges. You can kill it because she got on the stand and said no one knew. So having that man on the stand saying that he is a
Wait. So when Azriel came out and said this ain't Rob and my parents are just doing this for money, and y'all jumped out there and wanted to change the narrative so bad that y'all tried to influence, or y'all did influence Azriel to turn on Rob. Hey, Blue Bella, y'all influence Azriel to a turn on Rob. Why y'all not out here trying to influence nobody else to turn on Diddy? I said it once and I said it again. Team Truth was a scam. I said that. The real Oak Cove that's in Virginia, they do community work. This internet Oak Cove was a scam. Oak Cove on the internet was a scam to scam Team Truth. Make it make sense. Well, how was it a scam, Dana? Because they all came from Team Truth. And when they branched off, their whole goal was they wanted to overshine the original leaders of Team Truth and the ones that had all of the information, all of the one-sided information. Let's make this make sense. Let's finish.
CEO of a enterprise that colluded and structured and went out and did all of these things to multiple victims when we are yet to see but one, okay, based upon a video that's taken out of character, sort of like Surviving R. Kelly.
Also, now Surviving R. Kelly was taken out of character. But wasn't you sending stuff to the federal government? Wasn't you sending stuff to Angel Cruel? So you can't say it was taken out of character like Surviving R. Kelly, because you participated in the demise of R. Kelly with the help of Surviving R. Kelly. And then you had JoJo on your channel not once, not twice, but 3 times, talking shit and lying. Then you allow her to go at Levi, and Levi just sat there. That wasn't cool. So what you need to do is put the same blame on Diddy that you did on R. Kelly. That's what you need to do. Hey, Judith, you ain't gonna see none of them. You ain't gonna see none of them. They long gone. They scattered. They are who they are. That ship has sailed. That's why now, and you see me calling, and you see me calling the family, because they were the main ones. Oh, Dana, you talk to Larry. You can't be for R. Kelly. But now I don't talk to Larry no more. They all talk to Larry. Hey, Larry, you inspired me. But didn't y'all run with a DanaJay smear campaign? That's why I say what I say. I will call y'all with it. I will call y'all the family. I will call y'all the missing family and the blowfish family. Listen, the scam likely crew. I call it like it is, and they get mad about it. But let's finish this.
Okay, and a rush to judgment and lies in the grand jury to withhold him on bond and basically paint him as a monster for 5 days because he be whooping bitches' asses. That's his thing of whooping bitches' asses. Okay, charge him with 300 counts of domestic violence, but don't come out here to the public and tell us that this man is running a racketeering enterprise, because he's not. Okay?
Well, that's what y'all did about R. Kelly. And he wasn't. Hey, Candy. What up, baby? What up, Candy? But that's what y'all did to R. Kelly, and he wasn't. And when folks like me came out and said that he wasn't, y'all tried to make it, oh, he a demon. Oh, Dana like predators. Dana stick up for predators. Yo, you got to understand this. Al B. Shore was almost gone. One name was involved. Kim Porter, gone. One name was involved. Heavy D, gone. One name involved. Craig Mack, gone. One name involved. Black Rob, gone. One name involved. Andre Harrell, gone. One name involved. Do I got to go any further? R. Kelly sung female panties off of him, but you want to lock him up. For what? Because y'all rushed to judgment. Y'all ran out there and was having R. Kelly in a jail cell on the internet and talking about this, and you sending Angel Crew this and this and this and this and this. Listen, man. Y'all did a lot of things. Gang, and I'm going to say this. What y'all doing towards Diddy is not right. Just off of what y'all did to R. Kelly alone. And I came out here and said it. You got a bunch of lonely females who have been abused. They were willing participants, and they got caught. And some of them was raped. Or all word, I'm sorry. Some of them was all word. And then, when their assailant never got caught, they looked at R. Kelly as the person that perpetrated them. I said that 4 times. And y'all told me I was a demon for speaking the truth. And that go for Atmos. That go for Larry. That go for Keith. But that go for 100 Devices. That go for Blade. That go for my cousin over there. Yo, y'all did something terrible. Y'all took R. Kelly, not just from his family, but from the world. But y'all praising Diddy and putting him on a pedestal. But I thought y'all was for victims. Y'all put a victim in, y'all helped put a victim in jail, but y'all praising a victimizer, so the government say. Let's finish.
And there's star witness in this case. There's been so many holes poked in her character and her testimony and her lies of setting niggas up, opening up doors for the people. She cheated on every man she's ever been with. The entire black community of women is defending this woman, but when another woman was getting, black woman was getting domestically, getting her ass beat, it was her that was laughing and taunting. This person with this baby face that America has fallen in love with is the fucking devil. And I've seen too many of them in my lifetime to get away with shit like this and to send niggas, make niggas crazy.
You was with a bunch of them, Larry. Ooh, let's finish.
To sit by and side with it. Yes, she is a victim of domestic violence getting her ass whooped, but she had every opportunity to leave. But you want to know what? You know how I view her? She is a lazy person. You want to know how?
Oh, lazy person. So y'all said that Rob beat everybody that he was with, right? Same story. I got a question for you, Larry. If that's the case, why didn't Cheryl Mack just walk away? Why didn't the Mayweather twins just walk away? Why didn't Rashona just walk away? Why didn't Azriel just walk away? Wait. Y'all said Joy was coming back home, right? Once R. Kelly got locked up. It's now going on 6 years. Going on 6 years. Y'all haven't heard from Joy. So if R. Kelly is a bad person, right? If R. Kelly was such an abuser, like they say Diddy was, people was trying to get away from Diddy. What? None of them ladies trying to get away from R. Kelly. But when he ghosted them, he became the problem. I'm going to say it again. When he ghosted them, he became the problem. Unlike Diddy, everybody trying to get the hell away. Let's go.
I know. Because before she got this lawsuit money, she had a book, she had a tour, and as soon as they gave her the money, what she do? Quit all of that shit. Because she don't want to do.
Wait. So before Azriel got all that money, right? She's supposed to have been in the studio. She's supposed to have been a singer. What's going on now? She putting out singles here and there. That's it. Rashona, supposed to have been an artist. She was supposed to get all that money, but she ended up getting food stamps for a lifetime and Section 8 for a lifetime. Moved to LA, And you ain't hear nothing from her. So is it safe to say that Rashona is a lazy motherfucker too? Is it safe to say that everybody that came to R. Kelly to get a check, all them hoes were lazy? Thank you so much, Bella. Thank you for the 5-piece. Bella said, tell it. Bella said, tell it like it is day. I got to. Because see, what you see now is the old switcheroo being played in your face. Which means that if Larry is doing that, he got a master plan to try to come back and take, well, he trying to come back and make everybody and believe that he's the upstanding guy. What up, Colton? Hey, Crystal. See, you gotta watch the snake. And you gotta watch the snake handler. And you gotta watch the other slithering snakes around. Let's finish.
Anything. Yeah, she might have wanted to sing this and that. You gotta understand why people sing in the first place. They're not singing because they just like to sing. They're singing because they want to make a lot of money. So if somebody is giving you a lot of money,
that's a lie. Some people just like to sing. But if you can sing and make a bank behind it, why not? Why turn down the bank when you can get the bank and do what you like to do? Make it make sense, Larry.
more money you'll ever keep singing, guess what? You're going to go along with the program. I think she is a nympho, and you're talking about the defense. They didn't go into they dug into her past. No, they didn't, because the prosecution told the judge, and they ruled on it, that they couldn't talk about her past. If they could talk about her past, they would have found out that she probably was a whore in Connecticut. She was a whore in New York, and when she got with that man that was 11 years her age, she lived with him for 3 years and had a tattoo. We even, back when the baby doll stuff started coming out in her lawsuit, this is what kills me with this lady right here. She filed a lawsuit just like Dawn, and in her lawsuit, she said that Diddy put together a flyer and tricked her into coming to Miami, and it wasn't an event she was going to perform at, and then he kissed her in the mouth. But when the trial started, it came out that her and Diddy put this shit together after only meeting him for 2 weeks to turn her back on the man she had been living with, that was giving her opportunities, that was taking her to the studio, that actually had money, that got her in that room with Diddy. She fucked him over in 2 weeks.
Hold on. That reminds me of somebody who you is close with. That remind me of Faith and her mama. At trial, and during the trial, Faith said that R. Kelly gave her herpes. But after the trial, this whore and her mama turned around and said he tried to give her herpes. He ain't never give her herpes, but he tried to give her herpes. That's perjury. But the reason why Faith can't get perjury is because she got 100% immunity. That's one reason why I don't respect Faith, her mama, or her daddy. Because her father know the truth. And he a pastor. And he let that shit go on. So, Larry, so you can't say nothing about Cassie. Because we don't know nobody that got paid off of Cassie. I'm asking you this question. And Ms. Rogers ain't come to Vegas and meet up with you on the strip for nothing. You got paid. Who else you got paid by? Oh, I got questions all day. Let's rock.
Set up with Diddy and went down there. Now, the next thing, drugs. He got her on drugs. He taught her this, he taught her that. You don't have any evidence of that. And so far as drugs, what her best friend say? Her best friend say that when we first met Diddy and we was hanging out with him and partying, they asked her what kind of drugs, what you doing. What did she say? Opioids.
Well, that remind me of another person that you was thinking of for. That remind me of Geronda, who lied about her age, who had she had multiple IDs that said that she was different ages. But y'all ran with the narrative that she was a victim because y'all seen pictures of her in R. Kelly bed and playing with R. Kelly dog, and her friend came out and said, no, that's not true. And Geronda's a liar. But y'all discontinued and y'all disseminated what the friend said and made it seem like the friend was wrong. Coming the whole time find out when when Geronda went to Rob's house, Rob was in Africa. Bubba let her in. I mean, I'm just saying. So everything you saying, it's a mirror behind it. And I'm just holding up the mirror so that way you can see the man in the mirror. Let's go.
So Diddy didn't get her opioids when the first 2 weeks of Diddy, her roommate, the model, they was on the boat in Miami doing opioids with Diddy. Her friend, the one he hit in the head with the clothes hanger. And why did he hit in the head with a clothes hanger? He wanted to know who the little bitch was cheating with.
That's assault. And wait a minute. Didn't y'all say that the women in the R. Kelly case were queens? So why Cassie gotta be a bitch? Like, I need you to make this make sense. Why Cassie gotta be a bitch, but Azriel, Geronda, JoJo, Faith, Lizette, all of them queens? And Lizette, the biggest motherfucking liar out there. That's why God don't bless no mess. I'm not happy about her situation, but God don't bless no mess. They all thought they was going to get a big payday from surviving R. Kelly. I wonder if we do a recap now, is Lizette still in the goddamn, I wonder if Lizette is still in the goddamn shelter. I wonder if Azriel's still trying to get her album off the ground. I wonder if Kitty went back to radio. I wonder if the Crypt Keeper is still extorting FEMA. Let's make this make sense. Let's finish, because this is funny.
Because she is promiscuous. That's not a man he ever introduced her to. She didn't. And the only reason why she just stuck it out with this motherfucking white man because she don't have anything else left. And as soon as she get this money and she get back out here, within a year, she's gonna leave him. Everybody's like, he gonna leave her. No, she's going to leave him.
Well, there you have it. The poster child for saving victims. I told y'all, this year, I ain't playing. I'm exposing all the lies. And I'm putting all truth right there. With that being said, I'm about to get up out of here, man. You don't have to be great to get started. But you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. And guess what? I will be giving you updates every day from the courthouse. It is what it is. Let's have some fun. On the other hand, Larry, I hope you enjoyed your payday. Because you got paid to jump out there and help prosecute R. Kelly and the public. But you won't do it to Diddy. Can't respect a half man. And you know the rest of it. On that note, DanaJay up out of here. I don't got nothing crazy to say. I done said everything I had to say. I'll see y'all. EJ said, Larry is just Jim Dariagas in disguise. That part right there. That part right there. Damn, criminals for hire. That sounds like the Suicide Squad in real time. Facts. All right, man. I'm up out of here. Y'all be great. Peace.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take